Oh, what's up, skis, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the GXWrestleCast. We're on episode 213 of my wrestling recap show, where once a week I go through all the major news and I go through all the major WWE and AEW shows, give you the recap, give you the review, let you know what's going on storyline-wise, and at the end of the show, I give out my 3 stars of the week, awarding my 3 favorite matches that I witnessed with my eyeballs. And when there is a pay-per-view or PLE, I'll be doing a separate episode on that pay-per-view or PLE, but I think we're in the clear this week, so let's get into the recap. We got Monday Night Raw in Arizona, and we got a very tame response from the Arizonians for John Cena. They're like, look, everyone, it's John Cena. There he is, right there. John is not impressed with the fans cheering for R-Truth. Cena calls the fans powerless keyboard warriors, and we're down to 27 dates left for the Cena Farewell Tour. It is flying by, bro. Cena claims to have beaten the best this summons, CM Punk. Punk claims he's here to defend the people. Cena has been corrupted by the championship. I think he's been corrupted by The Rock. Punk needs to become the monster to beat the monster. Punk wants to fight tonight. Cena wants to fight at Night of Champions, in Saudi Arabia. Rollins appears, flashing his briefcase, ending the segment. Hopefully, Punk and Cena can find their magic again from, their old rivalries back in the day. Might be some of John Cena's best matches were against CM Punk during those rivalries, so hopefully they can reclaim that magic. It might be a little tough. They're, 10, 15 years older than they were back then, so we'll see. And of course, you got that threat of Rollins constantly looming over them. And I guess it seems like he might be targeting whoever wins. Well, he definitely wants to get CM Punk. If CM Punk wins, Rollins is going to come cash in on him. So we got to watch out for that. We move on. It is Chad Gable with American Made versus AJ Styles. Gable suplex diving headbutt combo. Julius saves Chad from a Styles clash. Doesn't matter, AJ just hits another Styles clash for a quick win. Solid match. There was a scary bump for AJ off of a German suplex. He does like the backflip, damn near almost fell on his head, but he's okay because he's AJ. We got a Queen of the Ring, round 1, fatal 4-way match. It's Liv Morgan, Roxanne Perez, Kairi Sane, and Mommy Rhea Ripley. We got Roxanne saving Liv multiple times from Mommy because they're both in Judgment Day together. Liv and Perez, nice code breaker, Russian leg sweep combo. Mommy with the double power bomb runs into a nice flying insane clothesline from Kairi Sane. Mommy nails a riptide. Raquel appears to make the save. Sane big diving elbow, or just a big dive, wipes out everyone, and then she nails the insane elbow on Liv. Roxanne is there, sneaks in, rolls up Zayn to steal the win, and Roxanne Perez, she advances. Very good opener. I like the teamwork between Liv and Perez. It was there. They were working together. Pretty decent. At least Roxanne was trying very hard to make it work. Roxanne was awesome. She had a great performance. Good efforts all around. 7.5 out of 10. We got Nikki Bella introduces herself to Io Sky, the champion. Nothing happens out of that. All right. And now we got new women's Intercontinental Champion, Becky Lynch, bragging about her accomplishments. Becky upset at Lyra's aggressive arm raising. Becky claims Lyra tried to kill her at Money in the Bank. Lynch demands Lyra to come out and apologize, raise the champion's hand proper like, and all that jazz. Lyra arrives with a crazed look in her eyes, according to Becky, and then out of nowhere, Bayley attacks Becky. What? And the champion is forced to retreat. So, there's probably some old bad blood there with Bayley. I don't remember, but are we looking for a triple threat now? Is Bayley just going to kind of wedge herself in there, and now we move off of Lyra? Doesn't look like it's over with Lyra. But, yeah, so maybe triple threat, that'd be fine with me. I'd like the sound of that. We got R-Truth. He appears from the crowd. Truth tells the fans they matter, and Truth is back because of them. Man, I am so curious about what is going on with that. Like, Is it all part of the storyline? Is it all a part of Cena ruining wrestling? Like, oh, let's get rid of a fan favorite. Let's get rid of him, and then we'll have him come back. Like, I wonder if it really was the fan backlash that brought R-Truth back, or was this all part of a storyline? If it's part of the storyline, it's fucking genius. All right. Truth says he feels alive again. Proceeds to cut off his dreadlocks. Oh my goodness. Ron Killings is back, and the truth shall set thee free. Yeah, that was a powerful segment right there from Ron Killings. R-Truth, whatever. I think he wants to go by R. Killings now. That's the guy I knew. I first saw him in TNA, and I just kind of thought of him as like, oh, he's like Booker T, but he does a lot more spinning. And not just because they're the same color. They had a very similar offense. A lot of spin kicks. He even did a scissors kick, and he just would throw spins into it. So hopefully we see some super spinny offense out of Ron Killings again. But I must say, he looks kind of whack with the dreadlocks cut off. He'll hopefully clean that up. But we'll see how that goes. We got Judgment Day giving props to Roxanne for the big win. Liv Morgan is pissed, calling Perez a thief. So obviously there is some beef going on right there. We get to the King of the Ring, round 1 fatal 4-way match. It's Penta, Dom Mysterio, Sami Zayn, and Braun Breaker with Paul Heyman. Dom with the sweet dive into a DDT on Penta. How you doing? Breaker wipes out Dom over the table. Breaker with the big spear to Penta on the outside. LA Knight, out of nowhere, BFT to Braun. Oh no. Sami nails the haluva kick on Dom, and Sami Zayn advances. Really good action-packed match right there. Breaker looking like an absolute killer. 7.5 out of 10. And now something I'm noticing out of this King of the Ring tournament, now that they've changed the rules a little bit, you get a world title shot once you win. It kind of looks like we've switched it to a main event situation again. Now we got big names in the tournament, big names advancing, Seth Rollins, Sami Zayn, etc. But before, it seemed like King of the Ring was like a mid-card tournament to try and get a mid-carder to the main event. Now it just seems like another way for main eventers, possibly guys trying to break into that world championship scene like Sami Zayn. Maybe it's a catapult for someone like him. We'll have to wait and see, but I'm noticing there's a lot more heavy hitters, and of course the heavy hitters are the ones advancing right now, so kind of seems like they've shifted how they want King of the Ring to work, which, I mean, so just giving them a title match is way better. Like, okay, what would you rather have? Would you rather have a fake plastic crown and a scepter, or would you rather have a world title match? Like, yeah, there you go. So that's an obvious one right there. We got Asuka is apparently returning next week. Would have been great if they didn't announce that and just let us experience that. I literally just asked. I was just asking him. I was like, where the hell is Asuka? She's been gone forever, and here she comes. She's been gone for over a year. She's coming back next week. So that's cool. Now here comes hometown Nikki Bella. She returns to talk about the all-women's PLE Evolution. Oh, yeah. Nikki putting over the women's division, as she should, because it's stacked. Liv Morgan comes out. She is absolutely fuming at Nikki for not putting respect on Liv Morgan's name. Liv brags about having a championship and a man, unlike Nikki. Bella adding fuel to the Perez fire. Liv loses it. She nails an Oblivion on Nikki. And it looks like they're setting up Liv versus Nikki at Evolution. Should be a fine match right there. Yeah. I'm not a Bella person. I was not watching wrestling during all that, and I see that as the Dark Ages, the Divas Championship and all that stuff. It was just not a good time, but she was there, and yeah, some people say that she kind of started the revolution. I think it, kicked off, numerous times way back in the day, but I don't want to put one singular name on who kicked off this evolution. Main event time. World Heavyweight Championship matchup. It's Jey Uso defending against Gunther. Jey spear splash combo. We get a near fall right there. Oh my goodness. Gunther powerbomb and a spear. He gets a near fall. Oh my goodness. Gunther choke locked in to the middle of the ring. Jey scrambles and manages to escape. And he applies his own chokehold. Oh my goodness. Gunther Uno reverse card choke is now reapplied to Jey. Jey passes out, and no, Oh my God! World Heavyweight Champion, it's Gunther. Wow. Bit of a shock, to say the least. Jay losing in front of his son, like that's, why do they do that shit? Oh, hey, bring your kid to work day. We'll have him do the entrance to the crowd with you. Oh, and by the way, he's going to lose. So, yeah, you're going to be the laughing stock of the household now. So that's cool. How do we feel about that one? I don't know. Kind of a whatever run as champion for Jey Uso. Like, he defended twice, I think, and like they weren't overly amazing matches. He is incredibly popular. I think that this is kind of why they're taking the championship off him. He doesn't really need it anymore. It's good to have one, obviously. You want to have one on the record books there, but does Jey Uso really need the world championship? Like, homie is arguably the most over. That entrance is the most over thing in wrestling right now. He is absolutely out of control. Does he need the championship? No, I think Gunther needs it more. He's just to establish his dominance and power and all that, he kind of needs the belt. But, yeah, not the greatest run for Jey Uso. It's just kind of he had it for the sake of having it, kind of felt like, and now it's back on Gunther again. So how long's Gunther going to have it? No attempt cash-ins on this match either, so I don't know if Seth Rollins has any interest in Gunther, and I think he's just waiting for CM Punk to potentially get the championship and cash in on him. But, good fight, I guess, 7 out of 10. And, yeah, that's the show. Really good follow-up show with yet another major title change, a shocking one at that. King and the Queen matches were really good. I think it was a pretty great idea with the Fatal 4-Way option. It gives you less matches, but I'm assuming you would have more people in it overall. I don't know. Was it a good idea or was it not? I'm not sure, actually, thinking about it. It definitely gets... I don't know if it does get more people involved, so... Like, they could have just paired them off and had more matches, but I like the variety, at least, of Fatal 4-Way matches, so that's fun. The Liv and Bella is teased for Evolution. Hopefully we get some more of that Evolution stuff coming. Asuka is finally returning next week. That's big news. Cena and Punk set for Night of Champions. That's a big one right there. And Ron Killens is back, y'all. That's crazy. 7.5 out of 10. Now we go to NXT, and we're in the parking lot of doom where nothing bad happens. Oh no, Jasper Troy jumps Oba Femi in the parking lot. Oba gets chokeslammed into the windshield. My goodness. That's a thumbs up. That's a hard bump right there. And now we get into the show. It's North American Championship action. Ethan Page defending against Shawn Legacy. Legacy with the sick backflip into a reverse, and Paler gets a near fall. That was sick. Thumbs up. Ethan backbreaker across the top rope. That shit is nasty. And then Shawn misses the 450. Ethan nails Twisted Grin to retain. Good match. Good crowd energy throughout, rallying behind the Legacy comeback. Match was good. 7 out of 10. Ricky Saints jumps Ethan after the match. Their beef is not over. And I don't think Ricky Saints can talk right now, I believe. All right, we move on. It's Laney Reed smacking JC Jane ×2 in Ava's office. Jane demands a match versus Laney and will put the title on the line. Yo, I don't know who Laney Reed is, but I'm liking Miss Reed so far. She's feisty, and I like that. We got Izzy Dame justifies removing the weak and feeble Brooks Jensen from the culling. Izzy also has her eyes on something. I'm guessing that's Tatum Paxley. They've been kind of looming, stalking her over the last few weeks, so I imagine bringing her in, that'd be a good fit. She's not doing anything. She's kind of just losing her mind, so she could use that. All right, it's the culling. Spears and Nico with Dame versus Briggs and Inamura. Nico laying in nasty elbows to Briggs' head. Connecting rather hard on him with those. Nice sneaky tag catches Briggs with a Dominator for the win. Solid hard-hitting tag. Briggs gets busted open, possibly from those nasty elbows. Inamura, awesome fired-up effort as always, but they lost. We got Ava Rain telling Ricky to go home and heal until he's cleared because, yeah, he can't talk, so go home, Ricky. We got Mr. Chase reaming out Kale and Arijah. Chase demands them to be on time. The students agree, and all is well again until they get in the ring and they don't listen to Mr. Chase, and then Mr. Chase gets mad, and we go through the whole rigmarole again. All right, here we go. It's Mariah May in a 50s style video, and she's going by Blake Monroe now. All right, y'all totally ripping off Timeless Tony right here. Like, it's not the kind of psychotic, crazy character that Timeless Tony is, but they've definitely taken the theming, that 50s kind of pinup girl, I don't know, but I don't know, it's definitely drawing a lot of inspiration from Timeless Tony, and pretty weird that she just spent like the last year and a half feuding with Timeless Tony, so yeah, obviously she's gonna take a piece or two out of that, and see how she does with that. It's an interesting rebranding. I find it very strange that you come in as Mariah May, only to change your name to Blake Monroe. Like, why don't you just come in as Blake Monroe? I don't know, but that's what they're doing. All right, it's Lash Legend going up against Ren Sinclair. Lash messes up her finisher, grabs the win anyway. A solid match, aside from that finish, which was very messy. Dominating performance from Lash, who is looking to hopefully get into that main event scene here pretty soon, now that she's on her own. We got NXT Women's Championship match. It's JC Jane with Fatal Influence versus Lainey Reed. Reed with the mean drop kick, sending Jane hard into the corner. Twisting neckbreaker gets a near fall on the champion. Reed with the stiff knee to the chest gets another super near fall. Fatal Influence distractions allows JC's rolling forearm to connect, and she retains. A stiff fight. Especially Reed, making me like her even more. I like a good stiff fight. Jane, nice selling, and, she was throwing it in there too. And kind of making the newcomer look good. I like that. Good performance. 7 out of 10. And we got Ava announces Jane will defend her title at Evolution against the winner of the number 1 contenders match. I guess that'll happen over the next week or something. Oh no. It's AJ Francis, not Francis, and Navarro. They show up annoying Briggs and Inamura. Leave them alone. We get Elijah appears, gets tense with Francis, and a pretty funny TNA cameo right here. All right, we got Dempsey. Says he is a man of his word and allows Miles Bourne to leave No Quarter Catch Crew. Tavion asks for his leave as well, but Charlie says, no, come on now. Don't be silly. So, yeah, pretty cool. We'll see what goes on with Miles now that he's on his own. I mean, I didn't see any real negative aspect to him being a No Quarter Catch Crew, but he's on his own now. So we got Tony D and Luca Crucifino versus High Rise, Tyson and Tyreek with Wesley. The family not on the same page at all in this matchup. Luca pushes the Don to save him from a spear. Stacks crowbar attack on the Don, fails. Luca grabs the crowbar. Don flips out thinking that Luca is going to hit him with it. High Rise take advantage, hit a neat dual slam for a big win. So, the Don is just in complete conspiracy theory mode, and everyone's against him, and it seems pretty obvious that Luca is definitely, he's doing something on the inside for Stacks. He's going to turn on Don at some point. Maybe he doesn't. I don't know, but I definitely feel like there's a turn coming here. We got Trick NA announcing a 6-man tag team match versus Elijah, Briggs, and Inamura. Trick going off on his promo right here. Very, very good stuff. Thumbs up. And now, main event time. NXT Championship on the line. Oba Femi defends against Jasper Troy. Oba looking rough. He arrives with his midsection and wrists all wrapped up, so he's fucked up from that earlier attack. Jasper throws Oba so hard into the turnbuckle it snaps off. That looked brutal, man. He is whipping bitches into the corner. And great work from the referee and the crew, quickly fixing it. They get the rope. Everything's back in order. You barely notice it. Thumbs up for them. Oba picks up Jasper and just throws him. Jasper is a big man. He's bigger than Oba Femi. He just picked him up and throw him like a toy. Like, come on now. Black Hole Slam connects, but Jasper can't cover fast enough. Oba kicks out. Jasper thrown through the barricade. Oba hits a pop-up spine buster. Jasper does not kick out. Referee claims that he did. We got a fuck up right there. Oopsie daisy. Oba hits a proper fall from grace to retain. Definitely still some green here on Jasper, but a pretty impressive performance, showing off his size and strength. But he's got a little bit of work to do. Oba working pretty all right with a big man that's rather green still. A solid main event, just a messy finish, that's all. Solid NXT this week. Decent start for Jasper. I could see big things between he and Femi. We'll see if they want to continue with it. Jasper still needs some work in the ring, and that's bound to happen. Lainey Reed has my attention. Good personality and a fiery in-ring performance. I like. The family is an absolute mess right now. Blake Monroe with the interesting 50s rebranding. We'll see how far she goes with that and how close she gets to being Timeless Tony. Solid wrestling, no bangers, no duds. 6 out of 10. And now we head over to the SmackDown. They're in Lexington, Kentucky for 3 hours. We got John Cena. Claims he is the entire Mount Rushmore of wrestling. That's a pretty funny image. Just all John Cenas. Nobody, past, present, or future, will be better than John Cena. That is a claim. John lays out his master plan. He is not worried about anything, not even Rollins cashing in on him, because apparently they're cool. All right. Cody Rhodes makes his grand entrance. Cody fired up, says John's part of his plan. Enter Randy Orton, also fired up. Randy is willing to go through anybody to get title number 15. LA Knight, has joined the chat. Knight calls John a balding bitch. Hey now, John got his hair fixed. It's looking a lot better. John ain't having that noise. He leaves the ring, not about to be bullied, but then he gets attacked by Ron Killings. Jeez. Pretty good opening promo. John sounding way too confident that Seth won't cash in on him. Kind of makes me think he might do it. He might just do it. But again, I still think the plan is for Punk to win at some point, and Rollins is going to come down, cash in on him, and make him a fool. So that'll be fun. Pretty good opening. We got the men's King of the Ring round 1 fatal 4-way. I think there's 4 fatal 4-ways on this show, so let's get into the first one. Got Carmelo Hayes, LA Knight, Randy Orton, and Aleister, Mr. Black. Mr. Black caught by Orton's suplex on the announce table. Randy goes on a power slam spree. We get double dips, the dragging DDTs with the neckbreaker assist from LA Knight. Randy's on fire. Thumbs up, Bronson appears and Braun to destroy LA Knight. Mello nails a splash, takes an RKO out of nowhere, midair from Randy to steal the win. That was awesome. Thumbs up, Mello, my dog. Sit down. Let me talk to you. Never, and I mean never, go airborne when you're in a match with Randy Orton. That will happen. Awesome finish, though. Match was solid. Got slow in the middle during the commercial breaks, but they picked it up towards the end. 7 out of 10. We got Jacob Fatu. Lost it on the bloodline because Solo was taking all the credit. Solo appears on screen interrupting Jacob. Solo claims he made Jacob Fatu. Solo demands Fatu tell him he loves him or else. The fuck is that all about? Okay. We got Selena Vega demanding Julia in a match. Aldis will make it happen when he can. All right, cool. We got Queen of the Ring Fatal 4-Way. It is Jade Cargill, Nia Jax, Michin, and Piper Niven. Who fucking booked this? Poor Michin. You got the giants of the women's division versus poor little Michin. Damn. All right. Piper takes herself out with a mean senton on the floor. How you doing? She probably think twice about doing that one again. Nia rubbing her bum into Michin's face, and Michin, good sell right there. She was shoving her own face in that ass. She's like, I'm getting it. All right, Jade thrown over the table, taking out Wade Barrett. He's down. Michin hit with a big double choke slam. Nia clocks Piper, hits the Annihilator on Michin. Piper there to make the save, then smashes Jax through the barricade. Awesome. Thumbs up. Piper bomb connects. Jade slides in, hits Jaded on Piper to advance. Jade Cargill going to round 2. Really good matchup right here, though. Poor Michin up against the Giants. Nice selling throughout, really good performance from her. Piper and Jack's alliance was fun. They would make an unstoppable tag team. That'd be a lot of fun. But I don't think Nia Jax really works well with others, so probably not going to happen. 7.5 out of 10. We get Naomi bragging about her big Money in the Bank win. Tiffany Stratton arrives, telling Naomi to cash in right here, right now. Naomi refusing to be Boo-Boo the Foo, her words not mine, and will not take Tiffy's bait. Nia Jax sneak attack on Tiffy, nails the Annihilator. Naomi looks to cash in, but Nia says, get the hell out of here. Go away. And she just goes away. It's like, what? All right. Well, apparently Nia Jax is still calling the shots on Naomi. We get Motor City Machine Guns, Sabin and Shelley versus Loomis and Gacy of the Wyatt Six with the Wyatt Six. Loomis powerbombed onto Sabin. An iffy-looking high-low with a nice big air leg drop from Loomis, and the Wyatt Six win. And I hate the fact that they spell six like S-I-C-K-S, like six, like I'm a sick man. What? Why? What's wrong with the Wyatt Six? Is there not 6 of them in there? Anyway, bit of a sloppy performance, not the best match. Now we get Cena in Jimmy Uso's face looking for R-Truth and or Ron Killings. Jim, don't know nothing. Keep walking. Cena goes to the ring, but is greeted by CM Punk instead. Punk putting over Kentucky while Cena shits all over it. I've been to Kentucky. Good eats. Good eats. Punk claims he will save wrestling and Cena cannot beat him. Punk calls out Cena for stealing his material, and John the Goat will be spit roast sacrificed to the wrestling gods at Night of Champions. That was a mouthful. Ron Killings jumps Cena from behind, quickly separated. I will give Punk his due right. There were some awesome lines. The fucking sacrificing God thing. Like, oh yeah, bro. He was cooking right there. Thumbs up for Punk. Another fatal 4-way round 1. Queen of the Ring. It's Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, Alba Fire, and Candice LeRae. Bliss delivers the Tower of Doom. Fire, nice gory bomb to Flair. The pin gets broken up. Flair locks in the figure 8 on Fire. Bliss quickly hits a Sister Abigail and snags the pinfall before Fire can tap out. All right. Alexa Bliss advances. I like that finish. Very creative. I like that. Also love Flair not winning. That's always a win in my book. Flair loudly calling her spots in the first half of the match. Not ideal for someone who calls herself the best in the world and a veteran and all that stuff. I can hear ya from the fucking nosebleeds calling out your spots. Match was alright, strong finish. Main event time. King of the Ring, round 1, fatal 4-way. It is Cody Rhodes, Andrade, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Damian Priest. Andrade moonsault wipes out everyone on the floor. How you doing? Cody crashes through the Slim Jim table that he set up himself. Kinshasa to Cody. Andrade makes the save. Cody a trifecta of cutters across Rhodes to Shinsuke, and Cody advances. Are you surprised? Really solid main event. Strong effort from Andrade. I liked him. It was fine. Solid SmackDown with lots of tournament action. 4 fatal 4-ways, some good, some not as good, you know. None of them were real bangers, though. Solo and Fatu beef is simmering with a chance they figure it out, but very, very doubtful that Fatu will tell Solo that he loves him. Good stuff from CM Punk and Cena in their promos. I enjoyed Punk more this time around, actually. 6.5 out of 10. And now we head to the land of AEW. Got 4 hours of summer blockbuster in Portland, and we're kicking it off with the match you should have ended with. You got Will Ospreay going up against Swerve Strickland. What? Why are you okay, it's a good opening match too, but dude, you know these guys are magic. Why are you putting them on first? All right. Will busts his nose early, possibly broke it. Swerve counters the Oz Cutter with a neck breaker. Another neck breaker on the floor, targeting Ospreay's bad neck. Swerve tweaks his knee, gets rocked with a diving hidden blade to the floor. Will misses a hidden blade, wrecks his shoulder. Swerve pulls out a Deadeye, then gets rocked again with a hidden blade. Storm Zero connects. Swerve able to kick out. My goodness. Swerve hits a nasty vertebraker house call combo. Swerve slowly sets up the stomp, but time runs out. It's a draw. Oh, I hate when they do that. Another awesome fight between Swerve and Ospreay. Back and forth match. Crazy near falls, but that finish, bro. That finish sucked. Not their best matchup. They've had numerous fights, but yeah, obviously this one they're not going to go all out. Even though they kind of did because they went to the time limit, but they still left some on the table here for sure. Still a banger. 8 out of 10. Could have been way better without a time limit draw. Why did they do that? Why did they do that? One of the most unsatisfying ends to a match you can have is that. So stop doing it, please. It doesn't do what you guys think it does. It doesn't make it like, oh, two epic warriors battle to the very last breath. No, it's just annoying. All right, Death Riders speaking of annoying, Death Riders surround the ring. It's the Young Bucks, though, attacking Swerve and Ospreay out of nowhere. Bucks handcuff Swerve, put on the spiky shoes, and Ospreay takes the spiky super kick for Swerve, saving him. Bucks show remorse for messing up Ospreay, and they leave. So, leaving the door open there for possibly Swerve now to be like, oh, you saved my life. I'm going to do anything for you now. And now they're going to work together. Now they just got to save Hangman's life at some point, and then that'll work too. All right, Don Callis is angry at Okada for fighting Mystico instead of someone from the Don Callis family. Okada snaps Don's fingy, calls him a bitch, and then he leaves. All right, we get Mystico versus Blake Christian. Oh, Mystico, I remember you as Sin Cara. Oh, boy. I was so excited for this guy when he first showed up in WWE. Has a horrible botch-filled debut and then a botch-filled run in the WWE. What a disappointment. Let's see if he's figured it out. He's going up against Blake Christian. Blake nails a 450, gets a near fall. Mystico with the super Spanish fly grabs a quick win. Decent showcase for Mystico. Not long enough for him to do any botches, so there you go. We get Hurt Syndicate arrive on scene so MJF can deliver a message. Max excited to rip off Mystico's mask. Oh my. Max will bleed red, white, and blue in Mexico. I like that. Max kicks off a little American celebration. The streamers and all that making a big mess. Calls Mystico sloppy Sin Cara. Preach, my brother, preach. Hurt Syndicate beat down Mystico. Bailey and friends, calling themselves Jet Speed now, arrive for the save. All right, cool. We get Hurt Syndicate, MJF, Lashley, and Shelton with MVP versus Jet Speed, Bailey, Knight, and Mascara Dorada. All right, is he in that? I don't know. Max wearing MVP-style gear just tickles my pickle. Hilarious. Bobby just hurls Dorada to the floor. That looked like it hurt, and my goodness. Jet Speed, awesome trifecta of dives. Hell yeah, thumbs up for that. MVP smacks Bailey with the cane behind the referee's back. Max hammerlock DDT, and the Hurt Syndicate win. Pretty good match. Nice mix of high flying and meat, I guess, and dirtiness. 7 out of 10. Hurt Syndicate continue the attack on Jet Speed. Max removes Mascara Dorado's mask. Oh my goodness, the ultimate disrespect. Mystico storms out, delivers a drive-by beatdown to Maxwell before Hurt Syndicate can get his hands on him. Oh boy, I don't like when they take off their masks. I don't know what's going on with Mascara Dorada. Maybe he takes his mask off at other point. I don't know. I don't like that. It's cheap heat, and it's very disrespectful. But okay. Hangman bound and gagged, getting the shit kicked out of him by the Death Riders. Moxley does not like nor understand the Hangman. Paige headbutts Moxley, which makes me giggle. Even just reading that made me giggle again. Death Riders about to send Hangman to the Shadow Realm. It's the Ops. They are there to chase off those nasty Death Riders. Hangman says he will die to take back the AEW Championship and will take one more, or take one. He's going to take a Death Rider's head off, okay? Jeez, holy crap, I can't talk. Hangman fired up, damn. All right, we got Anna Jay and Ty Mello. Holy shit, I completely forgot about Ty Mello. It's Tay J, they're back. Versus Megan Bain, the Megasis, the Mega Pegasus, and Penelope Ford. Mello, nice counter out of Fate's Descent into a calf slicer. Anna, big diving crossbody, wipes out the Mega Pegasus. Ford says, hold my beer, hits a 2-for-1 moonsault. Bane says, hold my beer. I'm doing a 2-for-1 slam on TJ. Thumbs up for that. Bane, trapped in a choke. Modified GTS by Mello, and TJ grabs the win. Wow. Big return win for TJ. Mello looking good. Enjoyable tag match. The Mega Pegasus, she still looks strong. She didn't take the pinfall here. So, yeah, all good. 7 out of 10. We get an awesome montage of the legendary Okada Omega Wars in Japan. Contract signing for Okada versus Omega. Winner takes all. And then they unveil the new Unified Championship. It's pretty lovely. It's more circular. But yeah, we're going to lose the championship. I think that is a good call. I think there's a couple too many singles championships in AEW right now, so they're going to unify them. Sounds good to me. Both men shake hands intensely. Don Callis spoils the moment with his presence. Kenny is aware of all of Don's tricks. Okada blindsides Kenny with the belt. Don joins Okada in the beatdown using his little baton. Okada has joined the Don Callis family? What the fucking fuck? Kenny put on a stretcher. Okada nails an elbow and continues the assault. Kenny gets hit with a second elbow, making Kenny explode. Real fake blood out of his mouth. That's definitely been getting some conversation over this past week. If wrestling, look how fake wrestling is. There's coughing out blood and shit. It's just entertainment, y'all. Just accept it. It was funny. His face was hilarious. Kenny's face when he's spitting out the blood. I've watched it like 10 times. It's awesome. Don Callis' family make a quick escape and possibly have committed murder. A good Dynamite with a banger Ospreay versus Swerve opener. Not their best match, but still, it was a great match. The finish sucked. And it was a 30-minute match. That's the thing that pisses me off. You know what I'm saying? You invest me in 30 minutes of wrestling and you're not going to give me a fucking finish. That's like having an hour-long Iron Man match with a draw. Fuck that. All right. I'm done with that. Okada versus Omega set to be amazing with a new title on the line. Should be good. Mystico was all right. Didn't fuck anything up. Hurt Syndicate, also pretty good this week. 7 out of 10 for the Dynamite. Oh, hey, look, everybody. I actually watched Collision this week. And we're continued. The summer blockbuster in Portland. We're continuing. And it's Kyle Fletcher with Don Callis' family versus Bowens. Anthony Bowens with Billy. Bowens' big spill to the floor. Bowens' juice twisty side slam. I think I meant to say nice twisty side slam. With a big rope dive to the floor. That pays off. And then the Murder Hawk Monster drops daddy ass for no reason. Kyle Brainbuster defeats Bowens. The 5-tool player has been defeated. Solid match. Some nice selling from Bowens, but I don't know, man. This 5-tool player thing is not doing much for me. Don't really like it. Would much prefer if the Acclaim got back together. That'd be way better. We get a really good American Hero video with MJF trashing Mystico. So we're going to get MJF kind of going all-American again. Really funny. The legendary Atlantis with his son Atlantis Jr. are welcome to AEW. Sadly, FTR arrived to yuck the yums. Stokely is going off. He is trashing the legends that FTR have defeated. Dax, being disrespectful to Atlantis, earns himself a beatdown. Huge brawl breaks out. Don Callis' family join in, which summons Brody King and others. Atlantis chases Dax into the crowd, which is quite the visual. Atlantis, I think he's 64 years old. So, he was struggling to get over the barricade. He runs like a 64-year-old man. It was pretty funny. All right. It's Big Bill and Brian Keith calling out any team for a fight. And that is all. Monet comes out to have her dinner and watch Julia Hart with Blue versus Timeless Tony. That girl can eat too. Damn, she's got this massive steak, huge bowl of taters. You got the asparagus, asparagus. You got a big old bowl of fucking Brussels sprouts, bottle of wine. God damn, girl. Let me have a bite. All right, let's get into this match. Tony gets jumped by Julia. Aubrey, mega pissed off, kicks out Blue for the match. She's like, get out of here. I love you, Aubrey. You're so attractive. Julia going animal with the tarantula into the octopus stretch. I don't know. Well, one's a fucking bug. The other one's a crushed oceanic creature, so I don't know if they're animals, but you know what I mean. Thumbs up. Tony avoids the moonsault, rolls up Julia for the win. Solid competitive match. Monet, lurking around, delivers a whisper into Tony's ear and then starts beating her up. Mina chases off Monet only for a moment. Monet then returns and beat down Mina as well. Jeez, what are we doing here? Ricochet. He is still searching for a group. He gets greeted by Blake Christian and his friend. Ricochet calls them embarrassing, and Rico's search continues. That was very mean by Ricochet. Christian's like, yo, yeah, like, we're pretty all right, you know? And he's like, no, gross. Mark Briscoe, Ishii, and Willow Nightingale in trios action versus MXM Collection. Yeah, about fucking time I seen these guys. Mason and Mansoor, and Taya Valkyrie with Johnny TV. Mason getting chopped down, double superplex froggy bow combo. Willow powerbombs Taya for the win. Solid quick tag match. Women picking on the men a little bit throughout this one. I like it. Entertaining stuff. We got Chris Statlander is ready for everyone to move on from Willow and start focusing on Chris Statlander. You know what I'm saying? Ew. Yuta appears offering advice that Chris does not want. Shafir stare down with Chris. Yo, straight up kick Yuta out and add Statlander to Death Riders. I would much prefer that, even though I don't want anyone else to join Death Riders because it's a black pit of despair. Do not do it. All right, it's the Beast Mortos versus Bandito. Mortos, big spear in the tornado combo, sticks the landing. Come on, thumbs up. Bandito, Wicked Rana, one-armed military press slam. So impressive, thumbs up. Bandito hits a scary-looking avalanche backflip slam. Damn near almost kills himself, but he defeats Mortos. Very good, fast-paced, lucha-style matchup. Big bumps, big selling, 7.5 out of 10. And then Monet backstage, she gets dropped by, I think it was Chiquita? I do not know. There will be a fight at Grand Slam about it, though, so there is that. We get Hangman tells the Bucks to stay out of Ospreay, Hangman, and Swerve's business. You stay out of that business. Inching closer to a relationship here, so that's another good sign. Hangman's like, yo, get the hell away from me. I don't want anything to do with you. Still doesn't, guarantee that Hangman will work with them, but he's definitely inching closer. Now we got Thekla versus Queen Aminata. Long feeling out process with not much happening at all. Aminata, interesting butt-to-face maneuver, nails a nasty top rope stomp that looked, oh my goodness, dude, oh, poor Thekla, that looked like it hurt so much. Aminata caught in the death trap, forced to tap out. Thekla, is that her, Thekla? That's a weird name. Thekla wins. Rough opening minutes, holy crap, it was really hard to watch. Like, they're just kind of getting into lock up, into they're just kind of staring at each other, just like, didn't know what they were doing. Like, did they not know who was calling the match? Like, you call it. No, you call it. I don't want to call it. You call it. I don't know. But the much better second half of the match, though the first half, that's not saying a lot. All right, Kip shows Nick Wayne a montage of the Super Juniors tournament, including Nick Wayne losing. That's a nice touch. Wayne says he loves it and loves Kip. I think those were lies. Main event time, my favorite, 8-man tag team action. It is the Don Callis family, Takeshita Alexander Archer, the Murder Hawk, and Hechicero versus Paragon, O'Reilly, Cole, Strong, and Garcia. Roddy, gutbuster sick kick combo. Paragon, trifecta submissions, gets broken up by the Murder Hawk. RPG Vice, attack on Paragon fails. Rolling forearm German suplex combo. Don Callis family win. I don't like that main event. We've seen this story. How many fucking times do we got to see Paragon fight the Don Callis family? It's every single week. And it's the same thing every single week. So, like, I'm bored of it. It's good wrestling, sure. It's just like, dude, you're booking the same fucking match over and over and over again. Please stop. Please. Get some help. Stop it. All right. Pretty alright show, no amazing matches of note, No major segments of note. Some minor matches made for pay-per-views, but nothing big. A very skippable show. Nothing crazy happening. 5.5 out of 10. And we'll finish it now with the 3 stars. All right. I gotta find my Worlds Collide because they're pretty much all in here. Let us start with a shout out. I'll shout out Swerve versus Ospreay. Their match on Dynamite, though it is not their best one in their catalog of amazing matches, it was a pretty good one. It just got a terrible finish. Honestly, actually, you know what? Fuck it. I can't really recommend that match. It's a 30-minute match with no finish. But if you've never seen them wrestle before, it's got pretty much everything that they do in it. Lots of crazy near falls. It was a great match, but, you know, I hate that finish. That finish was so bad. All right, 3rd star goes to the Trios Tag Team match at Worlds Collide, Aerostar, Octagon Jr., and Mr. Iguana, love that guy, versus LWO's Dragon Lee, Del Toro, and Dorada. That shit was awesome. Super entertaining seeing Mr. Iguana. That guy is awesome. He's become a superstar overnight, and lots of great lucha action all throughout that matchup right there. Definitely worth the 3rd star of the night. 2nd star goes to the Fatal 4-Way North American Championship match at Worlds Collide. Ethan Page versus Laredo Kid, Javon Evans, and Ray Phoenix. Tons of awesome spots in this match. Crazy high flying, especially from Javon, who legitimately might be the best high flyer in the world right now. That guy is bouncy, and mixing him in there with Ray Phoenix, Laredo Kid, like holy shit. And Ethan Page was awesome too. He was hitting big combos in that match. Banger and a half. Go check that one out. Good enough for the 2nd star. And then the 1st star goes to the main event match at Worlds Collide AAA Mega Championship match. Viking Co. against Chad Gable. Oh, buddy. Had really reminiscent of like old Rey Mysterio, Kurt Angle matches, you know, like just so technical on Gable's side, but the amazing high flying from Viking Co. The 630, man. That 630 is absolutely fucking insane. I think he hit 2 of them in this match. Insane. Homie is crazy. Amazing matchup. Amazing chemistry. Good enough for the 1st star. And that's the show, everybody. Thank you so much for listening. You're the best. You want to be even more of the best, make sure you're reviewing and sharing the podcast around wherever you're listening to it. You can do the star ratings on Spotify. You can even leave comments on Spotify if you'd like to. They're a little harder to see. Like, I don't think I get notifications or anything, so it may not be the best spot, but I try my best to check them out. But you can leave comments on Spotify. In terms of what else we got going on with the podcast this week, I just did on the GamerCast, I broke down the latest video game showcases, Xbox, PlayStation, and the Summer Game Fest, so you can go check out my thoughts and thinks on those, and talk about some games that are coming out and all that great stuff. This week on the GamerCast, I have many ideas. I just don't know which one it's going to be just yet. Could be Final Fantasy VIII. Could be the Switch. And I think that's it. I think it's going to be between those two. Excuse me, I'm dying. But, yeah, so one of those two. We got the Hockey Cast coming out. We might have a Stanley Cup champion by the time we talk about it. We'll see. I might push the Hockey Cast to Thursday, just so we can get through that Game 6 and see what happens. It could be over. It might be going to Game 7 on Friday, which will be fucking amazing. Please give me that Game 7. Please. I need that game. I don't work that night, and I really, really, really want that game. I have to work for Game 6, so I'm not going to be able to watch that one. I really hope that Edmonton can push it to 7. Let's hope, and we can talk about it on Thursday, probably. Looking like Thursday. WrestleCast, well, the WrestleCast, I think there's a pay-per-view this week. If there is, I'll have a separate pay-per-view episode for that review, along with a recap as well. So there we go, everybody. Again, thank you so much for listening. I upload all of these episodes to the YouTube channel, GamerGX Videos. All those links are in the description. Go over there on YouTube, subscribe, please and thank you. You can drop a comment on any of the videos, send in a question on wrestling, video games, or hockey. I'll answer it, shout you out, all that good stuff. And I also have a Twitter page where I put up announcements as best as I can, and you can follow along with that as well. So there we go, everybody. Another episode down. One more time, thank you. You the best, and we'll be back again with some GX Bloodgate.